Engine obtained. Yeah, actually, I think that's not gonna go anywhere. That's.
We'll drive it again and see.
All right, I'll just sit back here. Yeah, how do you?
The mechanic trouble. We had a photo of that.
Unlock it. Well, what do we have here, boys? What do we got here, boss?
A DE SR.
A little leaky bitch. All right, let's go grab the crane. Follow me. You think it'll fit? I probably gotta move the car. I'll put it all the way close to the house. You can shut that off for now. Time to wake up the whole neighborhood. Oh, you're right here.
Hi.
All right, let's get a little cold start action on the E36 real quick. So we can get this engine out of two ways, the sketchy way and the smart way. So what I'm probably gonna do is grab the ratchet strap and put it around the engine and then just grab it from the top. Ideally, we just put some chains and bolt them up, but we're not doing that bullshit, so go for that. Take two.
Think
Oh, that's plenty of space, bro. Think so? Alright, engine is here. SR20DE. On turbo, it's missing a bunch of shit. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so here's the situation. Got the placement engine or parts engine, and I have this stand, but it doesn't have the arms that would bolt onto the engine. So I've got to make some pieces to go from there to there, there to there, and I got this steel plate here. I'm gonna cut this up on the bandsaw, drill some holes, and we should be good to go. Alright, so here's my method for cutting this plate. It's definitely not the right way to put this in the saw, but it's the only way I can come up with. So let's see how this works. The blade, the saw's been sitting in the rain for a while. Alright, first piece has been cut. Next, get this to chop, drill 2 holes, and we'll be ready to go. Alright, so here's what I got. I got my pieces of steel cut. Next step is to drill some holes into it so I can bolt it to there. And another hole so that bolted onto that. So, yeah, get to drilling. I'm gonna get this goddamn thing on a freaking stand so we can take it apart and see if we can work with it. Right now, I'm not entirely sure if this is a SR20DET or DE. The guy I got it from said it was a DE, but it's got all the, you know, the turbo drain, turbo feed, you know, coolant, oil feed, and it just says SR20. So I mean, I won't find out until I take it apart and take a look at the pistons and the cams and everything. So, all right, let me get this on and then. Alright, this is completed. Finally got this on with my custom brackets. Worked out really well. So now, go over here. Clean up that mess. Should be able to just rotate the, oh shit. So engine is on the stand using my custom mounts or brackets or whatever. It's just steel with 2 holes in them, but it's on there. It's sturdy. So first things first, I'm gonna drain the oil. Probably pop off the valve cover. Start taking out the cams. I'll probably take off these AC compressor. Move the oil filter. But yeah, valve cover's coming off. Cams are coming out. And then we'll start cracking these head studs and get the head off and see what's going on. Okay. Will I make it into the pen or will I make a mess? Ooh, it's hard to say. I'll find out. Oh, there ain't shit in there. Let's give it a little tilt. There it is. We struck oil. The valve cover's off. It's definitely real, I want to say dirty, but a little, it's actually not too bad. The oil is really dark, but other than that, it's not like sludgy or anything. Timing chain's still tight, but yeah, I'm not sure the difference between these cams and those cams so far. They look really similar, but try to look for some markings. Okay, that says 53J. What do we got here? 53J. Does that mean it's the same cam? Who knows? So valve cover's off. Gotta remove these cams. So in order to remove these cams, there's a pattern that you have to follow so that you don't snap the cam. So let's see. So essentially you start from the center and you work your way out slowly. So first I'm gonna crack them loose. It should all be a 10 mil. So we'll start center. This is number 1. This feels kind of loose. Okay, that was loose. So number 2. Oh, I actually forgot. You need to remove the sprockets as well from the cams before you take the cams out. Alright, cam gears are out. It's actually looking pretty dirty. I need to get a light. Let's try this. Definitely really dirty in here. This engine definitely did not get its oil changed on time. Alright, let's start attempting to crack these head bolts. So I'm going to start taking out these head bolts using a, what is this, a size 10 hex. Not sure if it's 10 millimeters. Whatever, it's 10. Here's the order. Essentially start from the middle and work your way out. Let's get it. Alright, head is off. I think I forgot to record. Here it is. Came off real easy. Walls are good. Now let's flip it over, take the pan off, and find out if these... The pistons look the same, bro. Like the top of them.
Yeah, they do.
With the shape, but we won't know until we actually pull one out. So let's get it.
Is the filter in there? Like the screen?
Is it in there? Let's see.
Yeah, it is.
That doesn't look right. Well, compared to the other one just now, let's get the rest of this panel off. Camera extension. It's always the hard
Oh, it's
part.
all the way.
Figure out how to get it out. Let me drop it down some more. Right there.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. It honestly looks exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Are the numbers the same? 40 to 1, 40 to 2. 2 does you think the huh. That's that. Let's flip it over and see if we got oil squirters. I feel like we would have seen them already.
Yeah. They probably would have been in the way they first time. But they usually sit like right under them.
Uh-huh. SR20DE, boy!
Oh shit.
I think this is a DET motor, according to my small bit of research, because I seen oil squirter. Cams look the same, the pistons look the same, the block looks the same, it looks the same. What does that mean? Must be the goddamn
Probably is.
same. Probably is. So that technically means I could literally just take this piston, throw it in there, take that head, bolt it onto here, and this car could be running by the end of this week if I can get gaskets and stuff in
A lot
time.
faster than you think.
Hell yeah. That's actually a really good sign. Alright, so I removed piston from cylinder 3 in the new, or the spare engine. And upon further investigation, I noticed that the piston has broken ringlands, I believe you call this. Well, the piston's broken in between the rings. I don't know if you can see that. So this piston is also junk. And this is the piston from the good engine, or the engine we plan on using, also junk. So we've got 3 more in this engine to pop out and find out if they're decent or not. So probably go with this one. This is number 4. Let's grab number 4. Piston out. Alright, so here's where I'm at with this project. All of these pistons, well, cylinder 1 also has some cracking in the ring lens. Cylinder 2 has some really slight cracking, but it's there. Cylinder 3 is absolutely broken. I don't know if I've showed you. And then 4 is the only decent one. So hopefully that's the only messed up piston in this engine. So what I'm gonna do is, this is the engine I plan on using. I'm gonna drop out the other 3 pistons that are in here, since either I gotta replace the rings and the bearings. So I'm gonna drop them out and see what we're working with. Here's where I'm at with this shebang, if you will. Got both engines, heads and pistons removed. Got the piston sitting right here. So this is the engine that came in the car. This is the engine that I picked up today, the donor motor, spare engine, extra engine, whatever you want to call it. So boom, this one, so piston 1 has some cracking developing in the ringland, so that piston is junk. Cylinder 2 is decent. I feel like there was like a little tiny crack somewhere. I need to clean this up a lot better, and then I'll be able to remove the rings and stuff. Cylinder 3 is fucked, we know that. And cylinder 4 is the only good one, I believe. Yeah, cylinder 4 is good. So that's this engine. This engine, the seller claimed it was supposed to be a DE, not a DET, but the cams are exactly the same as those. They say 53J, and so do those. So I believe they're the same. The only difference is on the pistons on the top, it says, what does it say? It says 54C. And then these say 79E. I don't know if you can see that. But they say 79E. They look the same. I need to take some calipers and do some measurements, but they seem like they're exactly the same. The head, they both say 53J right there. So I believe they're both, I don't know, I think they're both DET engines because I don't know. I mean, I don't know shit about SR, so if you know, let me know. But yeah, so this engine, cylinder 1's piston was also broken. Yeah, you can see this crack right there, and it's cracked somewhere over there. Cylinder 1, so that piston is also junk. Number 2 is really broken. That's also junk. So pretty much I got one useful piston out of this one.